Hello there. I'll be reading 12 verses from Luke chapter 10, and I'd like you to give your undivided attention. In Luke 10:25 through 37, this is what we'll find. And behold, a certain lawyer stood up and tested him, saying, Teacher, what shall I do to inherit eternal life? He said to him, What is written in the law? What is your reading of it? So he answered and said, You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, and with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself. And Jesus said to him, You have answered rightly. Do this, and you will live. But he, wanting to justify himself, said to Jesus, And who is my neighbor? Then Jesus answered and said, A certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho, and fell among thieves, who stripped him of his clothing, wounded him, and departed, leaving him half dead. Now, by chance, a certain priest came down that road, and when he saw him, he passed by on the other side. Likewise, a Levite, when he arrived at the place, came and looked and passed by on the other side. But a certain Samaritan, as he journeyed, came where he was, and when he saw him, he had compassion. So he went to him and bandaged his wounds, pouring on oil and wine, and he set him on his own animal, brought him to an inn, and took care of him. On the next day, when he departed, he took out 2 denarii, gave them to the innkeeper, and said to him, Take care of him, and whatever more you spend, when I come again, I will repay you. So which of these 3 do you think was neighbor to him who fell among the thieves? Verse 37, and he said, He who showed mercy on him. Then Jesus said to him, Go and do likewise. You know, Jesus' definition of neighbor is like a wrecking ball, demolishing our traditional definition of this word. In short, Jesus is saying that our neighbor is the one who will have mercy on us, and does not have to be the person who lives in a house next to ours. And get this, the one whom you would least expect to give you some help. We've got to be ready to swallow our pride. In the text, it was a Samaritan who helped whom the Jews hated so much. He even spent some money for the person's lodging. Jesus in this parable is talking about pride. Are you too proud to receive help from people whom you least expect to give you some help? And here's another one. There's a twist in verse 37. When Jesus asked the lawyer who he think was neighbor to the one who was beaten, the lawyer replied correctly by saying, The one who showed mercy. Then Jesus said, Go and do likewise. Did you notice something in Jesus' words? He told the lawyer to be like the Samaritan. Do likewise. Show mercy to those who hate you. Help the people who hate and despise you. Jesus here is telling us to choose humility over pride. Jesus was in fact telling the lawyer, who was a Jew, to be like the Samaritan. Whoa! That was a blow to the Jew. What? Me, a Jew? To be like the Samaritans? Who is your neighbor? Are you a neighbor? Truly, God's thoughts are not our thoughts. This is Victor, and thanks for listening. The Lord bless you.